Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Rush holding it down with the Labudo Network. Right now, I'm promoting my side hustle, Rush Enterprise. If you're in the state of New Jersey, the armed guards or unarmed guards, call up my business line and I'll hit you up. My voicemail box is full, so if I don't get back at you as soon as possible, you can always DM me on my business page, Rush Enterprise. I got my co-host with me. Right now, we're gonna expound on the DJ Vlad confessions and the whole situation with Tory Lanes, man. I'm hoping that he get justice soon. Know what I mean? Talk to him, fam.
What up? It's famous your boy, live and direct from the Labudo Network. But yeah, I hope he get freedom too. I doubt it because they jerking this nigga.
Word, word. Yo, let's start with the whole DJ Vlad situation. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play this clip. Hold up.
I heard he was lying.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna play that clip too when he confessed about that. But we
Oh,
gonna
okay, good.
expand
'Cause
on
I
the
just saw that. I saw that
yeah.
last night because I thought it was real at first, but this nigga told him, yeah, that's crazy. I think that's real ignorant to do though.
I don't know, but let's hold up. Play this joint.
He says, I have a confession. Rock Nation has been paying me to support Megan. They've also paid off the jury members to convict Tory. And they bribed the judge. Ooh. Jay-Z did a verse for the grandsons or the grandson of the judge. New album. They paid Meg's doctor to lie about the bullet fragments. She was never shot. The LA police are all on Jay-Z's payroll. And it doesn't just stop with LA. But you're not really ready to hear that part, are you? The Mexican guy who stabbed Tory in jail, who do you think paid him to do that? You already know the answer to that now, don't you? The 3 Supreme Court judges who denied Tory's appeal, they're also paid off by the rock mafia. Jay paid Trump not. Though it's a state case, then Trump really could only pardon federal offenses and cases. But knowing Trump likes to bend the rules, Jay was not. This is my last tweet. You know who silenced me. Well, damn.
Yo, let's unpack on that, man.
See, you got to see the clip. Now, I wasn't talking about that. He just made a video and said all of that was lies. He said that just to see how people
yeah.
were reacting.
I'm gonna play that after we unpacked
Oh,
on
okay.
I
All right, no
mean,
problem. Oh, no problem. But yeah, I think there's some truth to that though.
I think so too, man. You know, yo, I know, real, I know, yeah, let's start off with the industry on how most industry niggas move. Everything's based on payola. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, of
So,
course.
you know, it's not uncommon to see, you know, Jay paying off niggas to cover up some shit, you know?
Oh yeah, all of them were big, especially the ones at the top. They definitely doing a lot of corruption and they're paying off a lot of stuff to get off of their bullshit. But I think Tory Lanez, he exposed that though. And during the pandemic, he was actually going against the industry and telling independent artists how to make their own money and all that. I think that's the main reason they was trying to, put him in jail, lock him up, and all that.
Yeah, I know. And you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand, like Rock Nation invests a lot of money within dealing with Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So they want to protect their investment, which is
yeah.
Megan. You know what I mean?
That's
So they're gonna
mhm.
pay off who they need to pay off to keep everything under wraps to protect their investment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's all labels though, not just them. I think if they got a top label, I mean top artist on a label, they're gonna protect them no matter what, because that's making them their money.
Yeah, I know, man.
Especially times now, because there's not no real money in the music industry for these labels. They're not making a lot of money, so they definitely gonna protect them now more than ever.
Yo, Conrad's hitting us up with this. The industry targeted him because he was able to go gold, platinum.
Yeah,
He wouldn't
and he
sign.
went signed. Yeah, that's what I was
Now,
saying.
okay. Now
During
this. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
that's exactly what I was saying. During the pandemic, he was putting up numbers, and he was showing independent artists how to do it too, and how they don't need a label. So you fighting against a label like that, nigga, they gonna come after you because you stopping their money.
Well, I want to. Yeah, the label. Yeah, Rock Nation. Because yeah, uh, pretty much that's the competition. You know, Tory Lanes. And if Tory Lanes cracked a code to get niggas hip on how to, cut out the middleman, which is the label, you
Hmm.
know, they they could make their money on their own. They wouldn't need a machine no more on how he
Yeah,
cracked the code. You know what I'm
that's just like
saying?
the streets, nigga. That's just like the streets. Nigga come up making money on your block and all that, taking money from you. They gonna do the same thing.
But it's not uncommon for industry niggas to pay niggas off. I don't
Yeah,
think I don't think it's like I don't think like it's not a far fetched thing that Jay meeting up with certain niggas and making sure certain niggas get paid to cover up crazy evidence, because you got to understand um yo Conrad, join us, man. I just dropped the link, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah. Go
It's a
ahead, go
lot
ahead,
of,
go
like
ahead,
I
go
said.
ahead, Cam.
It's a lot of, like I said. What Vlad says, a lot of truth to that, and even Tory Lane's father was calling out Rock Nation during the trial. Outside the courtroom, he was saying that Rock Nation set
Right.
this all up.
Right. Let me play this clip right here. Hold on.
The conversations she was having with her husband and mother.
Oh, this is the bodyguard,
Mr.
right?
Peterson, I'm
Uh
sorry, Mr. James informed us he
yeah.
was not under a non-comfort, that he was doing it. Conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times. Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. informed us Harris during proximity, and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. Peterson, I'm sorry, Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with you tonight, the people, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was a witness.
Yo, but
yeah,
that's not. This is information that we knew already, though.
yeah, and it's just everything's resurfacing because the actual bodyguard came to confess that Shorty, you know what I mean? Shorty,
Yeah.
I mean Kelsey was the one that shot Megan. You know what I'm saying? And
Can he get arrested from holding that information?
What's going on,
yo,
my
what up,
guys?
Conrad?
Brothers,
Nah. That's why when they hit him up, they hit him with the subpoena for him to show up to court. He kept skipping it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So like that's just how that works, man. I mean, there's loopholes to get around that, man. Yo, salute to you, comrade, man.
yo, what's going on, my guys?
Yo, what's your thoughts in this whole situation with Tory, man?
First of all, let me apologize if there's any extra noise. I'm on the way home. It's snowy up here. It's ice up here. And, I got to find the easiest route to make it home. Situation with Tory is, bro, from day one, it was the industry. Like, even the witness that was on the balcony that said he saw Tory fire the gun, but not fire it at Meg. Like, how does that get misconstrued in court? Right? So anybody who understands, like, that witness should have actually been kicked off the case because the witness had two conflicting stories and there's a police report to corroborate that there was two stories. So the whole case, the fact that the judge went through with the case based on the witness, that was a problem in itself. Then the mere fact that Rock Nation actually had people, aside from Meg's attorney, that were tied to other parts of the judicial factor and the prosecutory team outside, again, of Meg's lawyer, that should have been thrown out as prejudice right there. So the fact that those two aspects of the law were dismissed in Meg's favor or in Rock Nation's favor to say, okay, you're going to diss us. Because the thing is, everybody should have known it was on when he was doing the late night live streams and he announced that Rock Nation came to him with a bag, and Tory was like, nah, I don't need your bag because I'm about to go gold. Rock Nation didn't take the man seriously, and then he did it, and then he came back and showed everybody on the live. He was like, look, I did this, and now my numbers are about to take me platinum. And he's like, I didn't need to sign a deal. I didn't need a manager. From the minute you did that, and I heard you guys mention it, when a man rolls up on your block and he starts dishing his food on your block, it's one thing if he's dishing food and he ain't making no money or he's making the same money as you. But when he starts making double bread than what you're making, people are going to get grimy. And the funny thing is, the only thing that irritates me even more about this is not even sort of the fact, because I think the hand was the hand was already writing on the wall. But the fact that Jay-Z and his contemporaries are continuing the buck-breaking system a la Black History Month, the fact that they're continuing the buck-breaking system because another man made it without following a blueprint and without having to sell his backside, that's atrocious to me.
Yeah, they punish you for it.
So
I don't get that.
So comrade, so it's not an uncommon thing or far-fetched that Jay paid off, the judges, because the rumor is, like, allegedly, they say Jay got the whole Los Angeles PD on the payroll. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you don't think that's something that could be far-fetched, right?
Of course it's not far-fetched. Like, let's be honest. If we're really being honest, a lot of guys like Jay have been wanting to be the Italian mob for years. That's what they've been aspiring to. They haven't been aspiring to be their brother's keeper. They haven't been aspiring to lift up black people and buy out the block and make sure that we had good homes and make sure that we had jobs and make sure that the local bodega is owned by a black man before another nationality brings it into our neighborhood. They haven't been about that. And how do we know they haven't been about that? We haven't seen them put in that type of work, right? The HBCUs that they give to are owned by the masters. They're owned by the elitists, right? So they keep, and when you go to sit at that table, everybody who is able to do some studying would know that money doesn't travel out of that table. Anybody who has ever tried to take money out of that table and try to do something for their people ends up either going missing or all of a sudden a scandal comes out.
Yep.
So
Or
at
they
the
make
end of
them,
the day, no, it's not uncommon.
or they make them look crazy.
Oh, that's the easiest one. That is the easiest one.
Yeah, they say he on drugs. They make rumors that you're on drugs, and they spread it. And they got the money. They got the media, so they got the media to put it out there, mainstream media, and they know that most people is going to eat up anything the mainstream media tells them. So, and that's the biggest enemy, the mainstream media, and they got them on payroll for sure.
Yup, that's big facts. That's big facts. Like if you look at this whole scene, right? I'm pretty sure at some point, if you were to sit there and go down the proverbial ladder or the hallway of this whole mess, I'm pretty sure there would have been a situation where he was like, oh, Dids, or even Miss Kardashian, hold this party and make sure we get Tory as loose as possible and make sure he's there. Like, y'all don't, I don't know if y'all really look at it because the way the whole scene went down, how is it that more drama popped off after they left the Kardashian house than before they got to the Kardashian house? But the fact of the matter is both Meg and Tory and her friend were all inebriated beyond legal capacity before they got to the Kardashian house.
Yeah.
Like that whole Kardashian family they're one of the checkerboards for the industry.
Yeah, they part of the gatekeeping society. They part of them. I don't think Tory Lanez is going to get a fair trial either way. I think it was set up for him not to get a fair trial because he should have been exonerated off a lot of stuff.
Yep, I agree with that because, like, again, even from the two different police reports and the witnesses, right? Like, I give you
Yeah,
guys an example. One of my cousins was going to court. I said, "Yo, where's your disclosure?" He hands me out his disclosure. I look at it. I'm like, "Yo, why is the police report on scene different than the police report that came out of the station?" He's like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Look at the date and time on your police report. Are those the same?" He said, "No." I'm like, "Look at how they describe your actions. Are those the same?" No. I'm like, "Exactly. One is embellished. One is not." I'm like, "Matter of fact, go down to the third paragraph, second clause. Are those two the same as per what happened in scene and what happened in the office?" He's like, "Nah." I'm like, "Exactly. When we get to court, let me talk to your lawyer." I talked to his lawyer. I pointed it out. The lawyer looks at me and is like, "Yo, dude, you study law?" I said, "Nah. It's just basic. It's basic math. If the numbers don't fit, you gotta quit. Get him out of here." And that's the
yeah,
same thing they should have done with Tory. But when you got a whole bankroll system from the judge to the witness went to speak with the prosecution team the morning of the case. The morning that the star witness for Tory was supposed to come out and say, "Nah, this is what I saw." The prosecution sequestered him in the chambers right before court. They don't do that for general witnesses.
yeah. And another thing, the doctor even said that she didn't even get shot. They said it was glass from the shot that was in her foot. They said there was no bullet fragments in her foot at all.
Yeah, that's the one that gets me, bro. That is the one that gets me.
So yeah, so how is he in jail for shooting somebody that didn't get shot?
Cause Jay paid them niggas off, man. They
Yeah,
say, yo, Jay cool with the judge. Allegedly, we don't want to get sued over here. Allegedly, Jay paid off the judge and gave the judge's son a favor to do a record with him or something like that. Allegedly. Now, here's the thing, man. Like, it's not. It's like, okay. For example, right? If you get shot on the foot, like actually getting shot on the foot, do you know how long you would have to see a physical therapist in order to learn how to walk again? You know what I'm saying? Like, just that alone, screams out payola. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
facts.
come on, man. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. You don't even need that. The doctor report said it wasn't no bullet fragments. It was glass. He got cut by glass.
yeah, so
That's all you need.
that's screaming out payola. Jay paid them niggas off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To suppress the truth, man, and to keep Tory Lanes in prison because Jay is protecting his investment, which is Megan Thee Stallion. I'm gonna play this clip real quick, y'all. Let's expound on this after we listen to this right here.
I know you see it. Yes. You understand? You not on me. On me. At the start. You know what I'm saying? And I sat there and I wondered for a long time, yo, how am I get back, bro? How am I get back right? They took every single avenue away from me. They took the playlisting away from me. They took every single thing they could take away from me. And you know what I said, bro? I sat there. I said, you know what? This isn't on me. This isn't a me thing no more. This isn't a Tory versus the world. This isn't that. You know what I did? I immediately went to praying. I immediately went to straight praying. The first thing I got prayed, and I said, God, show me a way. Show me a way. Just show me how I can get through here. Show me a way. Show me something that's different. Show me when the world is standing against me, show me a different way. And I prayed, I kept praying. And God told me he was going to bless me 1,000 times over. To the point one day I'm praying one day, my nigga. And one day I'm all praying and it gets to this standpoint where I'm like, yo, I'll just start, it's like God just starts speaking through me and he's telling me, and I'm praying with my man E, and I'm like, and God's speaking through me, he's just like, y'all are about to step into something that you can't even fathom the blessings of. Like, you can't even fathom what this is about to be. You can't fathom what this is. And at the time I didn't understand it because, you know, they was blocking me in every kind of way. And for a second, I said, I'm not going to question it. I'm just have my faith and I'm going to stop me. I just kept praying. I told y'all, $1 for the NFTs, right? I sold these shits to my fans for $1. People came, some people bought 20, some people bought 5, some people bought 60. It doesn't matter how much you bought. It was only $1. You spent $60, you bought 60. I need y'all to understand, one of those copies right now is going for 50,000, 60,000, 60,000. Yo, my nigga, and these are what the sellers list is getting. Y'all don't understand what the fuck is going on? Y'all don't understand I just cracked the fucking industry? Y'all don't understand I just cracked this shit? I just cracked this whole shit. It's cracked. It's over. I cracked the whole shit. It's over. It's over. No more middleman. All y'all artists out there, fuck your label. Fuck the nigga that's telling you, yo, you gotta wait for this day on Spotify and on this. Fuck that. Nigga, it's over. Y'all gonna get paid, and your fans gonna get paid, and they gonna keep coming to you. Why? Because y'all making money together. This the digital trap house. Welcome, niggas. You're fucking welcome. We here.
That's the reason he's in there.
Come on, man. Y'all can't tell me there's no. Come on, man. That ain't far-fetched, man. Jay paid them niggas, man. Word is born, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he literally came on live and basically, like, you gotta take words and extrapolate them, right? The man said, this is how you don't have to sell your movie or your back.
Yo, Fame, man. Like, I mean, you had your share of the industry, you know what I mean? Like, how nasty does the industry get to the point where it comes to payola? I mean, you pay off niggas, man. Sometimes even when you pay off some of these industry niggas, they don't even come with the end of the bargain. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, expound on that.
That happened to me with radios and everything back in the days too. Young went to offices with radios, they asking for money, and sometimes they don't even play your joint. That's another thing. And right now, nigga, they got me in the fucking phantom zone. They blacklisted my email.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I ain't never heard of that. Yeah, so I went to do something to do like a Google ad on one of my videos, my music videos or something. They said your email's been blacklisted. I don't even know what that means.
Yo, here's the thing, man. It's not far fetched that, you know what I mean, Rock Nation paid off these heads, man. I mean, from what Tory was expounding on with that video clip, yo, he pretty much stopping that gatekeeping shit, man. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
when it comes to, you know what I mean, the industry or whatever, there is a lot of gatekeeping, man. And yo, that's worth to unallow somebody for, man. You know what I mean?
yeah, they want to control how the industry is operated. They want it by the old guard. They want to control how you end. They want to control your likeliness. They want to control your music. They want to control just everything. And if you don't allow them, they're either not going to let you in. And if you try to make it on your own and you are successful at that, they're going to try to stop you with all means necessary.
Now I'm gonna play this clip real quick, and I want to get both y'all opinion. Comrade and Fame. Hold on. Let me pull this shit up.
And plus, they upset that we can do it on our own now. So it's taking a lot of money away from the music industry. So they really now try to protect their own.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Hold there's no money. Yeah, labels are shutting down, bro.
Yeah. I mean, yo, the industry's not making money like it did back in the day, man. You know what I mean?
Hell no. That's why he's trying so hard to protect it. That's why he's trying to so hard to control it. So they're trying to milk every last dollar they can because it's about to be over. There ain't gonna be no labels in the near future.
Oh yeah, nah. I totally agree with you. That's 100% factual.
Yeah, so they're trying to get as much as they can out of it. And if you out here exposing it and you telling people,
that's why they hit niggas with that 360 joint, man. Them 360 deal is really a new thing, bro. It hasn't. I mean, something new, bro. Hasn't been around that long. Let me see. Okay.
You better play the Vlad joint.
Yeah. I'm about to play his.
You put out this story about Tory Lanes and Rock Nation.
This has gotten so stupid that I'm going to just do a tweet where I'm going to take every conspiracy theory and just list it one after the other.
For some reason it's not playing. But
Yeah, I heard it a little bit.
yeah, but yeah, I want to get y'all
I saw the
opinion
video
on it.
though.
He pretty much is saying like, yo, he was lying about the whole situation, and that he wanted to get the internet on a friend. Pretty much saying that he was trolling. Like, do y'all believe that, or you think Rock Nation paid him off to change the story?
I don't even think he got paid. I think he got warned that he better do it. Like there's certain, like, DJ Vlad is not important enough for somebody not to send a warning that is life altering without saying, okay, here's some money, so we're not going to stop your platform. Just change your message. Like, DJ Vlad ain't that important. You feel me? To Rock Nation. So he doesn't do anything for Rock Nation. So his platform not being there is not gonna make a difference. I don't believe they're gonna pay him. I think they sent him a message and were like, dude, you better come out and say this. You were trolling and you were being dumb, and see how people are easily manipulated and can just go down the rabbit hole. I think that's what happened. I don't think they paid him.
Yeah, he probably got a cease and desist, or he probably got one of them phone calls to tell him, threatening him about something. But if it ain't, that's very irresponsible for him to do that, because he doesn't need to do that with a platform like he has. He has a big enough platform to not troll and make up stuff like that. So I think he really meant it.
Why you think? Why now? Why come out with the truth now? Like, why all of a sudden out the blue you want to tell the truth now?
Only he would know that, but I don't see the reason why he wouldn't have came up that before, because it's not like Tory Lanez is his man and he was holding something in, like the I think like the just like, what's his name, the Bodyguard came out. Why are they all coming out now and not then? That's what it's probably pretty much the same thing.
I think, and this is just a theory I have. Allegedly, this is a theory I have, right? Sometimes when you see, like, the ops from afar, and you've been watching them, you haven't retaliated, but you've been watching them, right? And you see that there's a break in their armor, and you catch it from afar. So, like, the break in Jay's armor, allegedly, could have been seen as 50 getting that documentary out on Dids, right? And with the Epstein files, he could have been like, okay, these guys got enough right now where they ain't gonna come against me because there's too much heat on their head. The Bodyguard might be the exception because he came out before the documentary came out. But I think it's because he felt emboldened because Tory actually sent valid evidence for his appeal. But I think Vlad looked at everything and said, yo, there's enough arrows and there's enough spotlight on these cats for being in the wrong place at the wrong time that they ain't gonna worry about me if I come out. So if I come out and say this, Tory can take it and run with it to court, and they gotta deal with the courts. And it's not even gonna be him, it's gonna be Meg and her team or whatever. So I think he thought it as like, it is what it is, like it's proper timing, not realizing that everything is a pulse. Epstein's a pulse, Diddy's a pulse, Tory's a pulse, everything's a pulse for them right now.
Yeah, I think it's trendy to do now because everybody's getting on Jay. So I think it's trendy and it's safe.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think it's the cool thing to do right now because everybody's doing it. So he feel like he's safe to do it. He's in the clear now. He can do it. But if he did really make that up, that's very irresponsible of him.
But the joke is people been calling Vlad a Fed for years. Like his line of questioning, the way he forms his questioning, the A, B's, and C's, how he gets in and out of the conversation, how even he says he wants to pivot. If you go back and you watch like a police interrogation, they don't let you know they came to a conclusion. They just immediately sideswipe and transition to another question. And it's an abrupt, okay, I want to ask you this. And he does his questioning the same thing. And this is why it's been so hard for so many years. It's been an alleged rumor that he's part of the feds. Because even there was a time where people would do interviews and based on his line of questioning, knock, knock, the feds show up the next day or the next month, and they be like, "Oh, we got you saying this and that." And he's like, "Nah, I did an interview with Vlad," and they were like, "Yeah, well, you gave us the right information we needed to come against you. We might not be able to come against the whole situation." Can come at you and put some pressure on you. So I think that's the next thing that it might not even have been. It was maybe like a soft warning to Vlad. That's why there's not too much sparks on it right now, from his point of view, because like it was just like, Vlad, come on, man. Like you've been putting in work. Us like, why you gonna go and do this, man? Change your narrative right now.
Yeah. Whether he made it up or not, I think there's a lot of truth to it, though.
Yeah, I don't think he's making it up. You know?
You believe the whole thing, everything he said?
Yeah, bro. Cause all right, listen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rock Nation had Vlad on. Well, allegedly, Vlad claimed that Rock Nation had him on payroll for like, to publicly support Megan Thee Stallion and to push a negative narrative on Tory Lanes. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's worth paying off a social media content creator like
Yeah.
Vlad, because Vlad has a lot of influence within not only the urban community, but on social media. Period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Rush,
that's
I think,
go ahead,
not to cut
go
you
ahead,
off,
Dave.
not to cut you off, just say that they do that with the whole mainstream media, actually. So I believe that's true because the whole mainstream media is paid off by somebody to push some narrative. Whatever they want to push at that time, they getting paid to do.
Right. And like for example, right, and like like I said, man, niggas from the industry, when it comes to payola, it's not it's not a foreign thing. For example, right, a lot of labels, in order in order for them to break a record on a pop status, obviously, they probably go through Clear Channel to get certain things to get connected to push out a certain record. But in the process of doing that, they will pay them niggas lump
Yeah.
sum of money. You know what I'm saying? Like I was
Yeah.
dealing with I was dealing with a dude from Capitol. His name was Chris Green. Shout out to Chris
Mm-hmm.
Green. Graf actually introduced me to him. We was politicking or whatever, and pretty much, he wanted to know how much I was willing to put up, and if I put up a certain dollar amount, the company will put out a certain dollar amount. Fast forward, right? He connects me to his man in Georgia. He was a radio connect, right? His radio connect was getting I say about like 20 grand a month from Capitol just to do radio, break records on radio, but he wasn't doing that at the time. When he was getting that bread from Capitol, he was taking that bread and just invested it in a whole bunch of restaurants. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point at that time, he knew the game was going to dry up, so he wanted to invest and get his buck worth before he had an exit plan and not fucking with the industry at all. But payola is not an unfamiliar thing, man. You know what I mean? So, like I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, they probably did check him on. Either they checked Vlad for him to change his storyline, or they paid him off. Like, yo, man, shut up, man. Here's 100 grand. Shut up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, no, that's facts. I hear that still.
Yeah, I definitely agree because he immediately changed his story, and plus he doesn't need to say that to troll. That's another thing. So it's not like he has he's trying to get clout off some. Vlad got a big platform. He don't need to troll to get a following. So
and he doesn't have to try to go viral, bro. That nigga goes viral. Yeah.
Yes, and he doesn't need that. So that's why I said there's a lot of truth to it.
Yeah, but I'll be honest, and I'll kind of like look at it in a different, well, not a different light, but another light, right, on this whole situation. I'm just like, bro, like we who is the community in a sense, however you want to put that at. Right? So like, if we were to say Tory Lane and the people that that move like him in that part of in that part of their life, right? They should have been checking Vlad. Like Vlad shouldn't have access to them. I don't care how viral he goes. Like sometimes, at some point, it's just like again. Like I hate to I don't say I hate to reference it, but it's a learning point for me. Like it doesn't matter how cool you are. It doesn't matter how much money you got. At some point, the mom was like, "Yo, dude, you don't got no access over here. It's not even a beef thing. Like you just don't have access over here, and like that's just the end of it. Like deal with it. Like." And they continue on their way. Like at what point, how many more lessons do we gotta have to say, okay, like yo, we need to start telling people straight to their face, yo, no disrespect, you just don't have no access over here, and whoever you do have access to, they ain't even really part of the community like that. Like real talk, they can be bought. You're not dealing with a community of people that shift, broke, busted, and disgusted or any way other form. Like you just don't have access over here. Like bro, this is a no-fly zone for you. And like bro, until that happens, like bro, cats like DJ Vlad, and I'm not saying that his hustle and how he make his bread isn't out of his own mind. All I'm gonna say is like I'm tired of us as a community being associated with wetback people who always find a way to bend for the easiest and the worst of times, and then tell you, hey, well, I bent for the easiest and the worst of times, and you can do it too. And look, I'm fine, and I ain't messed up in my head, so you're fine too. Like that's how I look at the industry overall, bro. All these people is just paying people, and the people that are paying people, hey, they all in bed together. That's why people like Jay-Z and the Dids, and yo, bro. Like if anybody thinks that R. Kelly was part of the table, no, R. Kelly was being used by the table, bro. That's what people don't understand. And I'm using that point to say it's just like, yeah. Money paid him to a certain degree. It's like, dude, you involved in this, you were around it, like, yo, calm down, here, take this. The minute he started checking out differently in his personal life is when they started saying, okay, nah, you're a liability, we're gonna stash you up somewhere. And every single major mess within our community, why is Jay-Z and Dids always there, allegedly?
Yeah, I totally agree. That's why my new mixtape coming out. I got a song called The Gatekeepers, and I'm dissing all of them niggas.
Yo, do you think Tory
What up,
Lanez
SJ?
will ever get justice, bro?
No.
Yo, what up?
They
What up,
already,
SJ?
What's good? What's
they
good,
already,
man?
they already denied his
Rad, what's
appeal.
up?
They already denied his appeal like twice.
I got smoke for all of y'all's up here.
To give him justice would mean they have to admit they was wrong, and that would never happen.
What about you, Conrad? Do you think he'll ever get justice?
Nah, bro.
Wait a minute. Do you think he'll ever come home?
Oh no, he'll definitely come home. But just because you came home doesn't mean you got justice. Just because you free and ain't nobody's foot on your neck, like they've already done enough damage to him. Like,
yeah,
you got to look at this. He's not from the States. He's from Toronto. Like he's from my city. Okay. So that being said, look at the impact of the business. If he comes home, what music is he going to be able to drop hot enough right now? And I'm not saying he doesn't have the skill. I'm saying he doesn't have that reach no more. Tory Lanes had a reach, and that's dried up right now. So they cut his reach. He's been locked up long enough for them to cut his reach. Okay. Nobody's not going to really be messing with him to bring him on tour because they're in bed with the table as well.
Yeah.
So there's collaborations gone, and everybody's live streaming and doing some type of live stream, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, anything. So that is not a unique niche like it was during the pandemic. So he doesn't. It's not to say he can't come home and be well off or make money. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the reach and the impact of his reach is not going to be the same as what it once was.
Yeah, he's going to be especially in this day and age. They forget about you. He's going to be a thing in the past when he come out.
I don't know. I mean, if he put in the work, man, he could do something. He could cash out on something.
Not as big as he was when he went in.
Yeah. It's he
has a name. He has a name still, so he can do a little something, but he's never going to be as big as he was.
How many years does he got left?
I don't know.
I don't even know how much he was sentenced to.
I think he was supposed to. They were supposed to release him. What put the hold on the situation? He got stabbed up 13 times in prison, so that kind of like put a hold on that. You know what I'm saying? You know,
why would that put a hold on it though? If he
Because
released,
got 5 years left. 5 years on a 10-year sentence. 5 years left.
I don't think I don't think he's gonna do 5 years though, bro.
Nah, he's not gonna do 5. He's gonna come out probably like 3, 2 or 3.
I think he already did 5 already. So he got like 5 years left on the 10-year sentence.
Yeah.
Damn,
They want the state wants the 10 because the gun charge that they gave him carries a mandatory 10-year sentence.
Yeah,
but he ain't shoot Kelsey though, bro.
Yeah, but Kelsey's not even the issue. It's the fact that they fabricated everything else. They fabricated what they needed to get him the 10, and then the state itself, the whole state where they were also carried the mandatory minimum, which the mandatory minimum for discharging a firearm, especially in the way of almost causing murder or let's say aggravated assault, it carries a mandatory 10-year sentence. So they got him for what they wanted it for. That's why that governor lady was trying to reach out to get the main dude in the Senate to change that up. And he was like, nah, basically he didn't even respond back.
Yeah. See, Rush, you're thinking about what we know, but he was found guilty of the charges. It's not about what we know, it's about the system. They found him guilty.
Did y'all actually read the report, man? Because I disagree with everybody on this stance, man. Homeboy guilty, man. I'm sorry, but
you got put the report in the back chat so I can pull it out.
Oh, I don't have it out now, but I'm saying we looked at this like years ago and stuff. So it's like if you go through there, you look at the facts, you know, because Conrad kind of even alluded to it. It's like you got to look at the state charges. It's like, man, the gun charge. Then once you fire off a shot, I don't think he was like trying to shoot her, but you know, even if a bullet ricochets and you get fragments in your feet or something like that, what happened to Megan Thee Stallion? You know,
that's reaching, bro. It was
that's what happened. Anyway. That ain't reaching. That's what I'm saying.
Like Shorty Kelsey. Like, first of all, there was no gunpowder residue on Tory.
Yeah, Tory.
I mean, it was all Kelsey. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying, man. Like, yo, like you see how powerful money could change the narrative, man. Like, yo, like you pay off the right people. Go ahead, fam.
No, you're right. They said they found no gun residue on his fingers or nothing on him at all.
No, they if you look at it, they found gun residue. She just had more of that's what they were saying. But that's not an exact science. But like at the end of the day, there was like 3 people there. So Megan Thee Stallion ain't shoot herself. So it was either had to be, you know, him or her.
But SJ, they said she didn't even get shot.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like even if fragments ricochet and go in your skin, that you know, when that firearm grows, they pull that doctor pulls the fragments out.
Broken glass on the ground. She stepped on glass.
Glass and bullet fragments is totally different, and they got that in the exhibit. That's what I'm saying. Like you could test that stuff.
Yeah, but she didn't get shot on the foot, fam. Like, it
don't matter. Say like if I shoot at the ground and it pierces your skin, California is strict because you got to think back to the crack era, man. Like they had bodies like New York's very strict because man, we was dropping bodies like 3,000 a year. That's almost like 10 years in Iraq. So they don't tolerate no shit.
So you're implying that Tory Lanes is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he like intentionally shot her.
That brother innocent. Let me tell you why he's innocent, man. Like, why all of a sudden, right? There's news coming out indicating that he's going to get an early release, right? And then
they said that like 2 years ago. It's just conspiracy theory, man. That's all it is. People floating this stuff. He ain't coming out, man.
This ain't conspiracy, man. Out the blue, you get poked up 13 times. Out the blue, just out of nowhere, you just get poked up 13 times. And people,
but that's in prison. You don't know what goes on in prison. So we don't
I don't
know.
That's
think it.
prison politics,
I don't
man.
think it was prison politics, man. Because niggas behind the wall saying like, "Yo, they all rock with Tory." You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but everybody in prison ain't gonna rock with you.
Yeah.
It's prison. Prison is still prison, bro. So you don't know what's going on in there. That's why I said that what Vlad said. There's a lot of truth to it.
Hold on. A Mexican nigga poked him up, man. That's poke. That's enough to start up like a prison riot, man. Like there was no real friction between the both of them. You know what I mean? They don't even really know each other like that. That's
But
what
we
I'm
don't know
saying.
that.
Like, I mean, it's kind of far fetched for, you know what I mean, old boy to poke up
Not in prison.
Tory like that.
He
Yeah, man.
came
They
out.
like
He did a whole
Nah,
interview
not
while
in
he did
prison,
it.
bro.
even though it's prison, man, there is rules that niggas got to apply in prison, man. Like when it comes to prison politics, man, you can't just I can't like okay if you doing a bid, right, Fame, you got
Yeah.
static with a dude from that has a different ethnic background from you. You can't just go poke the nigga like that, nigga. You got to politic with certain niggas about the situation so that your
Yeah, you need a
team
green light
will have.
unless
Go ahead, comrade.
no, I was gonna say like I agree with you. Like I like that's like the lay of the land. But we also know like this situation. Like if you look at the man who poked him 13 times, bro, that guy was doing life. It like he's expendable beyond expendable, right? And
Yeah.
the mere fact that he didn't die, like he's got to deal with that on his side. Whoever hired him, whoever was gonna put money in his family's pocket, or whatever that agreement looked like. Because that man went out of his way. He knew he found where Tory was and found out, and that was a systematic. Okay, go get him. All right, I got it. That's gonna be easy. He's here. I have to pass him. I've been passing him, and he don't even recognize me or nothing like that. Like that was systematic, man. Yo, that man he got his family some money to do that hit, and it just didn't work out all the way like it should have.
Yeah, the nigga end up still live. You know what I mean? That's why them niggas just, you know what I mean, shook. Now let's just say you're right, SJ, right? Okay, Tory's guilty because he has gunpowder residue on him, which is not true. What about Kelsey? She has predominantly most of the gunpowder residue in her palm, fam. You know what I'm
And
saying?
they got and one thing
Here's
they
Why
where
got to
she
y'all
see
make
not
the
Tory
locked
mistake.
up?
evidence
And
too.
this is what
Why
I said 5 years ago before the trial
why she
happened.
not
And I'm
locked
like,
up, bro?
because when you have a living witness that said this dude shot me, and then another party that was there, because think about it, it was three of them, and the other person's like, he did it. You're done, man. They don't need to test shit. That's what I'm saying. You got a living eyewitness saying this dude shot me. They got bullet fragments in your feet. That's what I'm saying, man. This is not that hard of a case, man. I get it. Everybody want to tie emotions to it, but
Nah, but SJ,
that'd be like if me, you, and Famous, there was a
I'm
shooting
not
that happened.
emotional about it.
Famous was the one that got shot,
yeah.
and he's like, Rush did it, and I'm like, Rush did it. What else do you need at that point?
Nah, but
Yeah,
but one
but
thing, she didn't have no bullet fragments in her foot.
Dog, she did. The doctor, because she didn't even want to tell on the whole story, because everybody's like twisting it up. This is what's happening. When she went to the hospital and stuff, because you remember she couldn't even walk, and they pulled the fragments out, and they look at it, they got to test it. As soon as that doctor realizes it's a bullet fragment or you get shot, they have to report that to like the feds or the state, whoever it goes. It's out of that person's hands. So that's why she was lying at first. And then once they came in, they're like, we got the evidence. That's what she started telling. So that's what happened.
I never heard her tell about the bullet. I know the doctor said it was glass. I never heard her come back
Well,
out.
one of them did. I think at first, and then because she was trying to lie, like, oh, it's just this. And then when they pulled the fragments out and they tested, that's when they got to report that up. And, they're going to do another test on it to verify. And all this is in that the paperwork. That's why I was like, when I started reading it, man, I ain't biased. I don't know Tory or none of these people. I damn sure don't like no Megan Thee Stallion. But that's what I'm saying.
But isn't the bodyguard got exculpatory evidence that when he said that he didn't do it, and it was the friend, because he was there too. The bodyguard was a witness too, and he said that Tory Lanes didn't do it.
Yeah, he said that Kelsey shot Megan.
Isn't that
This is on that
This is
stand.
why men have to stop hiring weak back people That bodyguard, I honestly feel like that bodyguard should get beat up. Real talk.
I
Yeah.
agree with you.
He needs to get beat up. If that's my bodyguard and I hired you, I hired you. You're not Meg's bodyguard. You're not Kelsey's bodyguard. You're my bodyguard. And you wait till after they
Yeah.
nearly eliminate me to come out and say, oh, well, you know, Conrad never really did it. And the fact that I'm sending you a letter saying the minute I get out, we're organizing a celebrity boxing ring and I'm going to have a steel chair somewhere and I'm going premium WWE upside your head. Like,
Yeah.
this is the whole situation we're talking about. Tory, and I'm just gonna say it like this: Tory, on every sense of the way, it doesn't matter what his dad says, it doesn't matter what his lawyer says, it doesn't matter what he comes out. He needs to realize in this situation, bro, you are expendable and you are dispensable. They looked at him and they're like, this guy? All right, yo, you want to crack the code? Bomb. We're going to put this on you. Get out of that. We're going to pay this over you. Get out of that. We're going to put this behind you. Get out of that. I don't care what the police report says. Bro, I've seen enough situations to know that you can be right in front of a camera and lie to the camera and put the camera in front of other people who weren't there to see it. And they tell you, yep, you said it just like you said it, Conrad. You didn't do anything in front of the camera. Meanwhile, they don't know I tricked the camera the whole time. I've lived that. So what does it mean if I didn't have some money to pay off some people to change the evidence? At the end of the day, once the police report is different than what was reported in court. The witness was subpoenaed and sequestered by the prosecution the morning of his witness, right before he takes a stand. If that's not enough evidence to tell you that this Tory did not matter in the grand scheme of things, and they were willing to make him an example. Anybody else who wants to kind of make it on their own and crack the system, we gon' and again, look at this. What is his weakness? What is his weakness? 3 goofy women. Because real talk, Meg's goofy, Kelsey's goofy, and the Kardashians goofy. The Kardashian's so goofy, she don't even like her old self. She went out and bought a whole new self. We're dealing with silly women. And what do they say? Well, if these are silly women and Tory's around them, he must be a silly guy. So now we're going to make him a silly example. That's all that is. Like, let's not miss the forest in the midst of all these trees. Like, come on, like, fam, like, what are we really
Conrad, let
talking
me
about,
ask you a
fam?
question. Why you think the bodyguard didn't come out off jump to tell the truth? Did he fail Rock Nation for that? Or you think Rock Nation paid him off too?
I think he was scared, straight goods. I don't think he got paid at all. I think he knew exactly I think he found out what was going on behind the scenes and who really runs stuff and he was gonna have to be talked to, because he wasn't gonna be afraid of Tory getting mad at him. Yo, you better go to court and tell the truth. So help you when I get out. No, he wasn't afraid of that. He was afraid of the people that were standing behind Meg Thee Stallion because they were making their presence felt the whole time.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful who's rocking with you, even when you pay them to rock with you. Like you said earlier, Rush and Fame, like, yo, bro, like that payola, that talks a lot.
Yeah. That doesn't even.
And you know, the vice president of Rock Nation, I forgot her name, but yo, she
Perez, something Perez,
whatever. Like, yo, she got booked for moving a crazy weight with one of them campaign niggas.
Yeah, she's an informant.
Right. So I'm quite sure she got niggas behind the wall with it, and you know what I mean, you know, some Hispanic niggas that connect her to that nigga that poked up Tory too, nigga. You know what I'm saying? All this is connected, my nigga.
Y'all giving them way too much power, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Rock Nation be doing fucking brunches and shit. Y'all be making them sound like they the new age mafia or some shit.
Well, they are, SJ. The industry is ran like a mafia, though.
Nah, man. I'm trying. For Megan Thee Stallion, y'all think, man, they gonna be applying all this pressure for Megan?
Yeah, man, they don't put up so much bread on her, man. That's their investment, man. You know what I mean? They got to protect their investment. And how you do that? You pay off the right niggas to keep certain niggas' mouth shut, you know?
Y'all tripping. Don't
But
get me
I
wrong.
got
I
kind
think
of
y'all
Nah,
lucked
man,
out.
we
They'll
ain't
get you some
tripping.
lawyers and stuff, but ain't nobody doing all this and possibly exposing themselves for no Megan Thee Stallion. You guys could have maybe
no,
like a
but
Prince, somebody,
but
Usher or
sophisticated,
something like that.
sophisticated.
What's up?
Look at general neighborhoods, right? Man, real talk. We all fellas up here. How many mans them we know use girls to set up another brother? Like, come on. Let's take the hype of Jay-Z and Rock Nation allegedly off of this. Let's just look at straight neighborhood politics. How many
yeah,
brothers have gone to a female and say, "Yo, I don't like that dude," and because they got power over the female, they say, "Yo, I need you to get him into this position at this place at this time, and so God help you, God, you better do it." And she's like, "Okay, fine, because he don't mean nothing to me anyways." Are we saying that these three women are above doing that? Are we saying that just because people are rich now and famous and they got companies and they tell you that they graduated above the neighborhood lifestyle, that they still ain't doing that at a different venue? It's the same story. It's
yeah.
just more crystal, a little bit more money, a little bit more flash. Instead of pleather pants, they got actually real leather pants on. These people ain't different.
It's more
You-
secretive now. It's more secretive. It's more secretive when you got money. Like I said earlier, it's just like the streets. When Tory Lane said cutting off the middleman, you cut off the middleman in the streets, you might lose your life because you're messing up their money.
Yo, SJ, why do you think it's far fetched that this can't be possible?
No, I mean, man, there's definitely some shit that could happen. So, man, I'm not one of them people like just oblivious and ignorant to the shit. But man, this was just a low level. A dude don't know how to maneuver with females. Let's keep it a
Yeah.
buck.
True.
And I think the issue with a lot of rappers, man, and I talk about this. I think, man, even in our community, man, we put so much pressure on being a tough guy that everybody's got to, in the rap game, because I grew up around a lot of dudes in the industry and stuff. What my cousin real high up in there, and everybody feels like they got to be the tough guy because we just put that pressure. It's almost like, man, if somebody don't got no like street cred, we don't want to listen to their music. So I think everybody just buys into that philosophy. So I think like Tory Lanez, man, like definitely was talented, but it's almost like he has to put on that persona. Oh man, I'm gonna go to this party with these bum ass chicks, try to overstep them boundaries. And I just think it went out of control, man. I think they got drunk and went out of control and the incident happened. Cause you can even tell, like, he made a rap song after kind of all this shit played out, kind of, making fun of Megan Thee Stallion, like, getting shot. Then he went down there. I forgot what he called her or something. Like, hey man, I'm sorry for the incident that happened. But so it's just like clumsy shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you like lay out the facts, you look at it, you're like, man, it's some low level, just bum assholes that he should have never been around. Like dudes that's famous that hit that level. He should have, man, he could get a better flock. But I just think, man, we're too attached to like low level shit, man. And when you look at the pieces, man,
That I
it just
kind
don't
of
connect.
agree. I agree with you on that because Tory should have put up more of a fight to tell the truth, even though like he's trying to go by the street code, not telling. But I
Exactly.
mean, within this situation, it's not it's not in that kind of light, man. You know what I mean? Like you wasn't committing crimes with these people, like you're an industry cat, you have some type of notoriety and it's worth to fight for. But because I guess he has some type of affection for Megan that he didn't you know tell the whole truth, man, which that
But
sucks, because he's
I
what was
think
the
suffering
name
Tory
of the
from.
told
diss
me to
track
blow
that he
away.
that he had that he was talking about the incident? That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
Yeah, he was doing a
it,
lot of stupid stuff.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't, man. If you do some dirt, man, you got to shut your mouth. You be
Yeah.
apologizing, you distance yourself. Like I said, so man, when you start looking at how like these cases be unfolding, man, because when I was younger, man, I was a knucklehead. And even, you know, when I was on a block, man, when you look back and you see like dudes wearing fur coats in the neighborhood, driving Lexuses and nobody got jobs, man, it don't take much to put the pieces together. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the bigger conversation we need to be having. It's like, man, there's a lot of stupid shit that just be going on. And I think it's more of that versus like a major conspiracy theory, because they don't have to do much to put a conspiracy in place if that's what we're trying to say. Because all Tory Lanes did was go to a party with 2 females. He was fucking both of them. They got upset. So you think like Rock Nation and them got to put too much pieces together, honestly, to unfold this like master plot? And that's sad if that's all it takes is a chick that you should have never been around in the first place.
Yo, that's crazy though. Like you know how both of them are just lying just to, you know what I mean, just to have their freedom. It's just crazy to me, man. Like, you know, like there's no sense of remorse, you know, after he got poked up 13 times, man. You know, I think that's evil,
man. I
bro.
do. I hope he gets out. I think after, just because of that incident alone, man, I think they need to let him out. But it's just, you know, like I said, certain states, man, what people don't understand, they got zero tolerance, man. California ain't no joke, because it's just like New York, man. Like,
especially with the gun laws.
Yeah, when you got like that type of streets, because think about it, man. California got gang culture. Like, they got generations of people embedded in that shit.
Yeah,
Same thing in New York, man. You just got so many. You probably got what in New York, 11 million people, man. You can't play around with that type of shit. So if an incident happened, man, they don't play around with it, man. They got zero tolerance for that shit. So like I said, if they come to a scene and there's 3 people involved and the person's still alive, man, that people don't understand how powerful a live witness is. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what, if Megan's like, hey, that motherfucker did it, and the other girl, that's what they're gonna believe, man. And you know how the courts look at females, so that's where like I give pushback on the story, because the bigger picture is like, dudes, man, stop putting yourself in these situations with these females. Stop being thirsty. Roll with a better crowd, because we know, like you were saying, Rush, with 2 females, you apply a little bit of pressure on them, they gonna fold on you.
Yeah, especially if they friends.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
And Tory was making a lot of wrong moves. Tory Lanez, he thought nothing was gonna happen out of it. He thought it was just gonna all blow over. That's how he was moving.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like it's so many mistakes he made. You know, one, you're not a American citizen. That alone will have me move in a different. I mean, a different way. Like, I wouldn't be so reckless, living in another country, you know, as a visitor, and I'm making money within this country. I would be more cautious on how I would move. I mean, like, I wouldn't be so reckless, you know, showboating, going to certain parties, dealing with certain females to get myself caught up, because I'm here legally, but yo, I don't want to lose my privilege to be in this country where I'm generating possibly millions of dollars, bro. Like, I mean, I would be a little bit cautious, you know?
I mean, man, I think we gotta let our rappers, man. We gotta let our people, man, get like room for growth. Like you saying, Rush, man. It's just like, like I said, I think everybody feels like they gotta buy into that. They end up getting in trouble and shit, and then, you know, their career is done. Cause he had some noise. He was moving up.
Yeah, he was talented, but yeah, SJ, you right about that all the time. Cause I be telling these people that be rapping and stuff, they try to live out their raps to feel tough, and that's what happened to Dirt. When everybody telling him he should slide for Vaughn, and then he go out there and he's in jail for murder for hire, for like 6 murder for hires, and he slid for Vaughn. Now they calling him stupid. Like, stop living. Like, these people be trying to be too tough and live out their rhymes. Like, no, that's not what it's about. I hate that, man. They try to be gangsters 24/7.
Man, it's just, you know, because it's like, man, you could be tough, man. You know, go join a boxing ring. That's why, I do give pushback on certain things, man, because we keep going down certain paths, man. And it's almost like we trap ourselves, because we put that whole persona, like, oh, you got to live up to this. Like you were saying, Famous, like, oh, man, you need to go slide. You need to do this. Then we lose a person that, you know, had some prosperity and shit. So yeah, I just think it's more or less that, man. Because I've been there before, man. We all looked up to certain people like around our neighborhoods, and we was like, oh damn, we try to emulate the behavior, and then everybody just end up going to jail and shit. You know, so I think it's a lot more than that.
These kids be trying to live out their raps, man, because they think it's cool to do. They want that image. They want everybody to see them as tough.
But
and they go out there and do something stupid.
A couple years ago with the whole Tory Lanes, where the one lady was, because I think Conrad was touching on it, where they said she was going to do some stuff and get him out. I think people are just running with this because it's cute, but Abba and Preach, they got a real good video where they broke down all the evidence. You know, and once you see the actual stuff and how people kind of spread the rumor mill and tarnish this up, and that was like 2 years ago. So that's what I'm saying, man. Like if they had some groundbreaking stuff and everybody was doing, man, trust me, man, with all the eyes on this, they would have got him up out of there.
See, I gotta see this evidence you're talking about.
Yeah. Nah, if you read it, man, because I read it. I was like, because I was so confused all over the place, and it just shows you how powerful media.
Yes.
When people like got they theories and stuff, like it could just spin stuff, but nah, you look at the facts, it's like it's kind of clean cut. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it was like me, Robbie, we was like going through it on it was on Bruiser's channel. It was like 5 years ago. Yeah, when this first came out, we was walking through it.
That's crazy. It's been 5 years. I'm thinking it's like two. Like that's crazy. Time was going by fast, bro. Like that's 5 years ago. Damn.
Yeah, that's why I said his sentence almost over. Shit, with like good behavior. Yeah, he almost. That's why I was like, man, he ain't no mysterious thing coming out. So I hate being a Debbie Downer, but it's just the reality. And yeah, Rock Nation ain't that goddamn powerful. I'm sorry, y'all. They got some pull, but if y'all think they set up stuff like these people are the Kennedys and shit, yeah, y'all crazy.
I think Vlad also said possibly he paid off Trump not to let old boy get pardoned. You know what I mean? Now that's kind of a reach, but
see, that's what I'm saying.
Trump don't fuck with Jay. So I know that's not happening. Jay don't mess with Trump either.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of a reach, but
that's some truth to it. I didn't believe all of that. I think
before Trump is what he became now within the media circuit. Like he did chill with mad black celebrities. So I guess
they all loved him, bro. They all loved him until he became president, and then they turned on him.
Yeah. So I don't know, man, but I don't think that's kind of reaching though. Like, they paying off the president to possibly not to pardon somebody. I'm like, nah, nigga.
See, but that's when you say stuff like that, when you say that's reaching, now you got to question everything.
That's what I'm saying.
Because once you say he's reaching for that, then now you got to question everything.
Because man, if somebody shows me something and it's solid, I'm like, damn, okay, you know what? I was wrong. I have no problem with that. But every time you tell somebody, be like, all right, man, send me where's this at in like the police report, man? They'll send you a video of some other social media person. And that
But I do think the justice system is full of bullshit, though.
Nah, it's faulty, man. Definitely. That's what I'm saying. Like even what Conrad was saying, it's like, man, yeah, shit happens. Like, I'm not even debating that. That's why I tell guys, don't even put yourself in situations to begin with, man. Don't be running around here with no thoughts, man.
Yeah. See, I'm not like that. I don't even like people in the studio when I'm recording. This is me, the engineer, and that's it. I don't have a bunch of people in the studio. I don't want that. I'm not partying. I'm not clubbing. I'm not doing none of that. I want to make music and get some money off this music, and that's it. I ain't sitting here trying to hang out with you. I ain't trying to do all this stuff.
Yeah, that's how you got to be, man. If something happened, it happened. Say, like, you got to do something, then, hey, that's a totally different situation. But, when you don't have to put yourself in certain environments or, you don't have to live that. Because I think at the time, Tory Lanes is worth like $7 million. It's like, man, at a certain point, you got to separate yourself from the bullshit and start protecting yourself, man. You an asset at that point.
Yeah. Yo, I never been a party type. And then it's crazy because I've never been a party type. My cousins and stuff, they used to beg me to go out to like parties and stuff. And the crazy part is as soon as I go out, they get shot up. That's the sound of parties get shot up. I'm like, yo, so I don't do this shit.
Yeah. Nah, but it's definitely sad how he went out because, like, 10 years, like I said, I don't think he was like, whatever happened, like, I don't think it was like anybody trying to like shoot somebody. I think somebody was probably like shooting at the ground or something, and whoever shot it, I think it bounced and maybe hit some of the fragments, whatever. It was like a weird situation that happened, but people don't realize, like, you don't have to actually be shot. Let some of them, some casings pierce somebody's skin, they'd look at that as like somebody being shot, man, and you could get them years. So that's what I'm saying. People but need to look at them laws, man. It ain't no joke.
See, I need to see. I didn't follow the full case like that. I know the basics of it. I didn't know the full case of it. So what was his charges actually? Because if that was the charge and him actually shooting her, then he might be guilty. If the charges was him shooting her, I don't think he's guilty for that.
Yeah, it's like shooting a firearm, and then it's like man, let me pull it up real quick.
So if that's the case, then then he's guilty of that. Cause they said he shot the gun in the air or something like that. Like after the fact, though.
Okay, this the Auburn Priest joint.
Yeah, I just put it in there if y'all want to check that out. You ain't got to pull it up, but yeah, they do a walkthrough of like the.
I'm gonna check it out.
It says Tory Lanes was charged with 3 felony counts: assault with a semi-automatic firearm, possession of a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and negligent discharge of a firearm. So like I said, when you look at the actual amount of time you could get for each of those charges, that's where it came out to 10 years. So I think everybody looked at the massive charge and they didn't look at the specific charges.
All right. So Russ, I'm gonna have to agree with SJ.
And like I said, I know this shit because I was a knucklehead.
So I'm looking at those charges is actually true. Those charges are actually he's guilty of those charges. If that's the charges.
Yeah, so it's like, man, if you like in New York, you get caught with a unregistered firearm, like you getting some years off of that.
Well, you can get damn near.
But hold on. The firearm that was discharged within that scene, they say it was a registered firearm.
It wasn't registered to him, though. That was the bodyguards, I think.
Nah, they said it wasn't registered.
No, it was Kelsey's. I think her firearm is registered.
Nah, but see, that was the thing. It wasn't registered because everybody was trying to say there wasn't a gun and stuff. That was the issue with everything. So it's like you only got like 4 people on an incident. You know what I'm saying? The bodyguard, you got Megan, obviously is excluded from that. So that's what I'm saying. When everybody's like pointing fingers and you only got 4 people in an incident, it's not too hard to narrow that down. That's what I'm saying. It's like that's why I was saying it was like if it was me, huh?
The bodyguard failed him.
Yeah, especially for him that being his job, he should have easily be like, "Nah, it wasn't Tory Lanes. It was one of these birds over here."
Because I think it would have been a totally different case if he would have took the stand.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Nah, because Conrad was spot on with that. That's what Conrad was like. Hey man, that bodyguard was trash.
Because that's counterproductive to come out now and say that after he's been in jail for 5 years. I'm like, you might as well don't even say nothing at that point.
But that's why I think people try to cut corners, man, and get like the homeboy to be their bodyguard. Nah, you get somebody professional. You hit my man, rush up, get the security, do it right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they gonna tell the truth. You get a professional, then yeah.
Yeah, so people always want to cut corners and try to save some money, and that's what gets them in trouble, man. But yeah, because it's like assault with let me see if I could pull up the years for each charge. But yeah, like you were saying, Famous, it's like, yeah, like New York, yeah, you could shoot up in the air and cops run down on you. You get some years, man. They don't fuck around.
You get years for each bullet.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like you get not only the gun.
You get hit with an attempt murder charge for that. Just shooting in the air.
See, they must have changed it even more. But yeah, I knew you would get it could be up to 3 years.
New Jersey and New York have the most strict
gun
laws.
Yeah. And to get your gun license too.
Yeah. I got all that.
That shit's damn near impossible, nigga. Huh?
I got all my shit, nigga.
Yeah, my cousin told me go out to Pennsylvania or upstate to get it. They said it's easier.
Yeah, I mean, I got it because you know what I mean. I'm in law enforcement, so I need my shit to work. But yo,
The rest said himself gotta be on point, huh?
yeah, nigga. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, just that
yeah,
one.
but not, but
Oh, go ahead.
actually, I know. If I'm not mistaken, man, yo, that firearm was registered, bro. It was registered under Kelsey's name, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that because she said it wasn't even her gun.
Hold on, let me.
Man, she lying, nigga. Somebody lying,
Yeah,
nigga.
but a lot of people's lying. But
That's what
bro, it's not about what you know. It's about what you can prove, bro. You got to understand. It's not about that. It's about the courtroom.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever evidence
Once
you
you're
can
in the
present
courtroom,
to
it's a
them.
different ball game, man. Them lawyers,
Yeah.
man. Them niggas get people off that's clearly guilty.
Yeah, so I looked it up. So it says there is no official registration of gun associated with Tory Lanes. However, recent testimony suggests that Kelsey Harris was the one. Yeah, they don't. They just said it's not. It was unregistered.
Yo, man. I mean, yo, it's just I don't know, man. It's like just how everything is panning out. You know, him getting poked up in prison. You know, because there's a possibility he'll get released early, and I mean, out the blue, you get poked up. That to me, that's suspicious, bro. You know what I mean?
Man, I just think like behind bars, man. There's so many politics behind there. Because man, I heard the interview with the dude, man. You know he was like talking about the whole incident. And he said Tory was trying to walk around like he was a shot caller. He said they had some run-in, so he could be lying though. He could have been paid off, but
I did hear that too, but you know, like I said, man, you can't just do you can't just run up on somebody if you got. You can't just run up on somebody if you're behind the wall like that, man. Like there's channels you got to go through before you make a move like that. And especially
if you were a shot caller, it's a little different. If you got some pull, people would turn their head for the right people.
Even if you're a shot caller, man, that race shit behind the wall is serious, my nigga. A Mexican cat poking up a black man in prison. That's serious, bro. That's gonna cause a prison riot, man. And all them niggas don't want that kind of smoke in there like that, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's more LA too. LA is that's like that. Like that's crazy. But yeah, but shit happens in prison, bro. You don't know, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, man. He got poked up like that. I mean, yo, from me looking at everything from a different perspective. Yo, man, Tory's innocent, man. Free Tory, man. That nigga's innocent, bro. Free my nigga Tory, you heard? That brother innocent, man. You know what I mean?
I definitely think they should let him out, man. I think, you know, he got stabbed. He served 5 years, man. Let homie out. So I do agree with that. But as far as like being not guilty, I don't know about that. He's definitely guilty for hanging around with some ratchet ass chicks, so he should got 2 years for that at least. Any dude that hanging out with Megan Thee Stallion should get like 2 years. Clay, you're next.
Yeah. The moral of the story is, man, you gotta put yourself in better positions.
Yeah,
man.
Especially if you built yourself up, man. Get you some better chicks around you, man, where you ain't gotta even like you said, put yourself in a situation where you have to even be in something like that, man. Level up, you know.
He's running around full of lust, man. Look at that. He said he slept with Megan. Now he's sleeping with her friend. While he's come on, you moving rough. You moving crazy.
Dog, you couldn't pay me to hang out with no Megan Thee Stallion, and I ain't even got as much cheese as Tory Lanes. So, man, can you imagine if I had like bank like that and Megan Thee Stallion like, hey man, you want to go hang out in public? I'm like, if you.
I'm not messing. For one thing, I'm not messing with nobody in the industry. No chick in the industry.
Yeah,
Especially
nigga.
not no motherfucker. What was that song she made? WAP? You think I'm hanging out with you in public?
Hell
Yeah.
nah, nigga.
Yeah, see,
Yo,
so that's
go
why I'm
check out
saying
that.
that, man, when you start thinking about it, Tory was just a dude that a lot of these guys, man, when you don't got no standards, man, it impacts you in different ways, man.
Yo, I got you said that. I made a diss record to what's her name? Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B on that WAP beat. I used that WAP beat.
What?
Oh, I
Oh,
gotta listen to that.
I gotta hear
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna send y'all the link. I was when that was when the incident happened. I talked about it at the end. I told her to walk it off.
Yo, this nigga's saying funny.
That's why I said the industry gonna hate me. That's why I said I can't be part of the industry. I would never be a part of the industry. They won't even accept me.
Nah, we gonna get you in there, man.
Nah, I'd rather do it on my own, jerk. We can do a partnership. I'm not being an artist sign for these motherfuckers. I just need all I need is the engagement. Once I get the loyal fans, it's over.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, push it, like when we help get that, because I think the industry definitely needs to change. So I was listening to Rush earlier talk about the payola. So yeah, that definitely be happening. So I agree with you on that, Rush.
Yo, on my new project, I got the first song on the mixtape, the Sophisticated Thug mixtape. Is called The Gatekeepers, and I'm dissing all of them niggas because we need change.
Well, Famous, as long as I knew you, man, you was a solid guy, man. I really like chopping it up with you. So you disappear after that track come out.
You know,
they be like, wait, he talking about the Gatekeepers. They be like, we gotta get rid of homie. He's shining light on us.
Yeah, man. The industry's shady. It needs to be taken over.
Yeah, it's definitely it's definitely nasty work, man. A whole generation of niggas did not get put on, man. Know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy. That's not even about your talent no more. It's about what you're gonna take from them, how they can use you, and what you're willing to put up with.
Yeah.
But did y'all see the one interview when Tory Lanes, it was like on the news and stuff. He was like talking recently. It was probably like a couple months ago. My man was talking proper as hell. He was sounding like me and shit. Carlton Banks. I was like, damn. I was like, how Tory Lanes get all proper like that? I was like, yeah, my man trying to get out.
That's how Tory Lanes really sound. That's his actual voice. Because when you see him back in the days, he's from Canada. But yeah, that's his regular voice. I heard him talk like that before.
Yeah, I thought it, yeah, I ain't put that together. I was like, damn, because in my video I did a reaction. I was like, Tory Lanes out here sounding like me and shit. Like he got a 401k plan.
Yeah, I mean, yo, just because you know, you're in a certain lane doesn't mean you're not you know, you don't have some sort of intelligence, you know. You're dealing with millions of dollars. You're dealing with managers, you know, you're dealing with publishing. Like this all takes experience, a lot of reading, and you know, because you don't want to get bent over when it comes to that money, man. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure your money right, man. So a lot of these cats, man, you know, they do a lot of reading, bro. You know what I mean? Don't let them, the slang
rappers is stupid.
trick you, man.
But he sounded, my man sounded super intelligent. Like if you listen to that, he sounded smart, dog. Like
listen to Plies. Listen how Plies talk. He regularly talks. He know how to articulate himself well, but when he's putting on the character, the Plies character, he try to sound ghetto.
Yeah, I've never seen Plies code switch, but I'm not like it's not a far-fetched thing, you know. I believe that.
Yeah, I never really listened to Plies.
He went to college and all that. Before he did like 4 years of college and I think it was USF. He went to or something like that. But Plies talk very proper. But he puts on the image. He talks, you know, like a ghetto South person.
Yeah, that's why I be telling people, I'm like, man, just be you, man, and rock out, man. However you are, shit, we gotta stop all this nonsense, man. So I do like when people be smart, man. But like I said, I think we put that pressure on, you know, get people to like try to fit in and shit, and that's where they end up getting in trouble, man. So it's like, nah, we need to promote more smartness, man. And that's one thing I fuck with Fame, man. I like about you, Fame. You're like, man, I'm gonna do me, man. I ain't getting into everybody else's rules and stuff. We need more like artists like that, man.
And you listen to my music. My music is very intelligent. I don't talk about the dumb shit. I have a message in my music. That's the main reason I write music. And I try to share my experiences through life too. So people that can relate to it, whatever. I ain't trying to impress these niggas. Most of these guys out here be trying to impress other niggas. And so they can be the toughest and all that. I'm not like, I don't care what you think. I ain't no punk, but I ain't out here trying to be the toughest nigga in the world.
Yeah, nigga, I ain't throwing my life away either, nigga. You know, like,
yeah, they want you to they listen. This world is to trick you out your freedom. That's what they want you to do. Don't do it.
man, these hoes will trick you out your freedom, man. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah, they dinged. But now I was just before I think my thing froze up. I was giving Russ some credit, man, because it's like these conversations. Like we doing movie reviews. Back in the day, like probably, that shit would have been frowned on. That would have been like corny. People wouldn't be like, "Oh, that's corny" and stuff. But Russ be having a lot of different discussions over here. And like I said, you famous. You're willing to just be yourself, man. And I'm glad we got dudes that's like cool, man, pushing this type of different things, man.
Yeah,
I thought that was fire when you came out with the Mario outfit. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah, I thought that was dope, man.
Yeah, me too, for real, man.
That.
Yeah, I had the Thanos glove too. I was Thanos on one string too, right?
Yo, but it's just unfortunate within our demographic, like the quote unquote alpha male archetype is the gangster, the guy that's willing to throw his life away. They would consider that to be the supreme alpha within our demographic.
Nah, the true alpha is the man that's willing to be himself no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm glad, like, man, we got guys like that switching that narrative up, man. Like I said, I think YouTube and social media and like dudes like Rush, you putting your stuff together, man, not just you always stay solid, man, not just chasing views, but man, you always bring people together, man. So shout out to you, Rush, man.
Yo, shout out to you, SJ, and shout out to you, Fame, man, for being official like tissue, man. Yo, we hit the hour and 30-minute mark, man. Y'all wanna say y'all last words before we bounce?
Yeah, don't let no chick or let no nigga trick you out your freedom. Stay free, stay smart, make better choices.
I would just say, man, when you get your bread, man, you get your weight up, you start separating yourself from the pack, man. Don't dumb yourself down to like put yourself in trouble, man. Cause that's kind of what happened in Tory's situation, man. Very smart dude, man, making great music, had great opportunities, but it's just like, man, when you bring yourself down, man, you there's no way in hell no dude like Tory Lanes should be hanging out with no Megan the fucking Stallion and her bum ass friend. So it's like, guys, when you level up, stay away from that shit. God damn it. Get with Rush or a dude like Famous to help you maneuver right. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand how these guys though be dating the same industry chicks. They just passing them around. Like I done seen her in relationships with a bunch of niggas, probably your friends in the industry too. Like I don't get it.
Now what was that thing you always said, Fame, where it's like, man, it's like a dude that rent him like a sucker free agent or something?
Oh yes, be a sucker free agent. That's what they need.
That's what I think every movie star should be assigned one, man. Like that should be mandatory, man.
Yeah.
So you would to stay away from.
Yeah, definitely. They would need some type of advisor that help them to stay sucker free. You know what I mean? Because these cats that's in the industry, man, they making a lot of mistakes, bro. Like mistakes is like, yo, like you ain't got nobody tapping on the shoulder, like, yo, man, you kind of wilding, B. Like, switch it up.
The crazy part is they have influence. They have influence over the youth too. So the youth see that and they make the same mistakes. They don't got nobody that's guiding them and telling them better.
Yeah,
because it's like it's like a cycle repeating itself, man. And that should be irritating to me, man, because we should be building. People got a lot of talent and intelligence, man, but boy, we'll throw it away for a low budget piece of ass. You know what I'm saying? I'd be so upset. I'd be like, damn, man.
Yeah, man. My last words to this whole situation, man, like, yo, man, if you're gonna become a man of means, man, protect not only yourself and your assets, bro. Because the moment, especially if you're melanated, man, you know, this system is trying to milk you out your riches, bro. So be mindful on how you move when you get your success, man. And you can't just let any female in your life, bro. She gotta be right. You know what I mean? She gotta move right, you know? She can't
Yeah.
be reckless like these broads, man, you know? And you know, find a, you know what I mean, find a chick that's gonna if you're gonna move in that kind of light too, like, you know, actually like wifing up a chick or dealing with any females within your personal circle, you gotta make sure she's not gonna you know, throw you under the bus and destroy your reputation, man. You know, that's all I gotta say with that, man. It's your boy Rush, man. Seek wisdom, practice humility, and always remain sucker free. You heard? I'm
All
out.
right. One
Peace.
love.
One.